Hello everyone, my name is Cameron Cowan. This is the Cameron Cowan Show. We're here every Monday and Friday, and thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. This video is about college campuses getting too PC, which, do we need another video discussing this topic? Yes, and I will tell you why. The PC college campus movement, pardon my sipping, it reduces the coughing. Part of the PC college campus thing, which was a super trending topic in 2015, and has kind of become a point of ridicule among people, particularly those who didn't go to college or been out of college for a long time, whatever have you, it's become a point of ridicule because it seems like there's nothing college students won't complain about now. But my argument is this. I think what we're seeing out of the PC college campus movement, which complains about comedians who, don't say the right things or, make fun of other people or all this type of thing, is we're really seeing a change from an exclusive view of society to an inclusive view of society. Now, what does that mean? I'll break it down for you, don't worry. An exclusive society basically means there are people who are of a certain status, racial makeup, attitude, share cultural values, whatever have you, that constitutes society. Anyone that doesn't fit within that mold is not part of society and can also be made fun of for a joke. So in the past, our society has been very focused on a white heteronormative narrative. So that means gay people can be made fun of, transgender people can be made fun of, other races can be made fun of, all this type of thing, because, hey, we all are of the same race and share the same cultural values and all this type of thing. College campuses are becoming far more diverse. Students have grown up in much more diverse environments than they have in the past. Students have also had exposure to other cultures far more than in the past. And so now, when a comedian stands up and wants to make fun of gay people, students are up in arms because they have friends who are gay now. In a way that was not true in the past because no one came out because this cultural trauma was too much. They have friends who have other races now and other cultures, and they want the world to be accepting that is part of their inclusive community that is both online and off, that exists all around them, and that is a vital, important part of their lives. So while everyone's complaining about how sensitive college students gotten, and how, they need to grow a thicker skin and get a backbone, I don't think that's the right prescription, because really, it's about having a more inclusive society that everyone can actually feel a part of and not feel like, oh, well, I can't do that, be that, or hang out with those people because I'm not X. I'm not thin enough. I'm not white enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. College students really are actually teaching us what it's like to live in a society where everyone is actually welcome. And I've struggled with this. At first, I was part of the crowd who's kind of like, okay, I went to a college, we had, facilities for our ethnic minorities and all this type of thing, but really kids grow a backbone because, I went to school as a black person. I was one of maybe 5 kids who are African American in a poli-sci program. I was one of 400 African Americans on campus at UNC in Greeley, Colorado. Just get over yourselves. I was in a very white, heteronormative environment in a very conservative place in Colorado. Take several seats. But then I got to think, I'm kind of because I'm thinking about how cultures change and all this type of thing, and it's well, yeah, because now we're actually including everyone. We're actually trying to make sure that someone like Caitlyn Jenner can exist, that someone like Laverne Cox can have an acting job, that we have a diversity of cultures and people on stage that are entertaining, and that it's about the people and them being a part of this great grand experience called America and this great grand society, than saying society only means white heteronormative people. And so I had to change my view, and I had to be kind of like, actually, this is an important trend for the future. This is something our country needs, is to actually include everyone and not define our identities and our existence simply by defining who we are not and putting people out of who we think they should be or who we think we want to be around, and actually learn that ultimately we're all human beings, we're all on this spaceship called Earth, hurtling through space at a far too great rate an hour, and that it's time for us to really kind of come together. That's my kumbaya speech for the day. Thank you so much for watching. If you have comments, concerns, questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Catch me on Twitter at Cameron Cowan, Facebook.com/The Cameron Cowan Show, and for all the news you need to know in 10 minutes or less, and why you should care about it. Keep it here every Monday and Friday, and every Saturday on the podcast at CameronCowan.co. Bye-bye now.